What's happening, folks? It's your guy Rashad, Action Food Truck, Action Sports Bar and Grill with another day in the life, food truck owner. Appreciate y'all tuning in, checking out another video. If you like them, please do subscribe, give us a like, let me know in the comments, check out the socials, all that is very much appreciated. Today's video, we've got a new guy on board. Ruben is our new truck lead in training, and this was his very first event, his first live fire event. I'm very excited to be training up a new guy and a young guy for the truck. It's physical work, and I'm just looking forward to having somebody who's young and able, because I'm not as young or as able as I used to be. Today was a solid service. We went over $1,000, and for his first time out, and it was just the two of us on the truck, that's a good event. We had Skylar out front, which always helps, but for just two guys on the truck and our first time going through while still showing them the setup and plating and all those things, I thought it was a great service. So excited to have them, and it was an excellent first day. The nice thing about this event is it was at one of our regular homeowners associations, one of these locations that we've gone to a dozen or so times before, so we knew exactly what to expect, and I think it went off great. For your first time out to do over 1,000 in sales on the truck, having never cooked on it before, I think that's about right where I want to be for people's first service out. Stick around to the end of the video for my pro tip of the week. Beautiful. Only thing we would do on that is just a little harder fry. Nope, this is closer to the right amount. Yeah, the other ones were a little shy today, but that's okay. This is almost perfect. But again, just a little crispier on the fries. Let's give it a couple more seconds, because like I said, we load all this shit up on there and we don't want it to be potatoes when they get there. Perfect, I got you. Perfect, let me give you just a couple back. He was right there, almost there. Okay. Okay. Living in a dream, baby.
I was like, you need more vodka? I was like, it has 2 shots in there. So it only needs 4. I was like, then order a double.
Then order a double, bro. Yeah.
I don't need a double.
Flash of lemonade.
No ice, please.
Lots of times I make them right in front so people can see I'm putting 2 in there. Brisket fry number 1. Sleep, oh girl, and I'm living in the dream. And that one you called? So for me, I wait until I sell them, until they're out the window before I sell them. Just because what will wind up happening is it could get missed.
Okay.
So, yep. Okay, he's coming up now. Nice. Okay. What do I got? A no meat first and a brisket.
Yeah, which one do you want me to take for the no meat?
Yeah, let's, yeah. It's gonna be that first one is what I'm gonna wind up taking, but I gotta give it cheese sauce and such. Leave away that is. Yeah, maybe one more cut on these and we would have been perfect, my man.
Okay.
It
A little
was,
bit slimmer.
yeah, what I would do, a little slimmer, and then when you get those long, thick ones, cut that one in half too.
Okay.
Okay, here you go. This one is brisket.
Got another brisket.
Perfect. Okay, the front one is the no meat mac right there, and then you're gonna drop some fries for your brisket fries. Perfect. That's the no meat, and then this is chicken right here.
Plain?
Uh,
No down?
Yep, you can just give it two, yeah, no onions, just, yep, perfect. Perfect. And then this one is chicken. And then you're gonna have a Caesar over there, probably already ready. You got the cucumber lemonades already. And you got a brisket fry.
Chicken mac?
That's, yes. That's the plain mac,
No
gotcha.
green onions, but I can put the...
Crispy onions, yes sir, Bob. Oh shit, I didn't look at the brisket mac. It was supposed to be plain too. I'll refire you a brisket mac, that's on me. I literally told you to put both of them on there. Yeah, a little bit more. Okay. This is the brisket mac. You want it and you can sell. Yep. Whoa.
Is everything for it?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. This is the extra brisket mac, gotcha. I just saw it there, I was like, wait. Yeah, when it's a little smaller, I can give it a little bit better coverage and it doesn't look like there's any gaps in there, but still, it's about a pound when you're all said and done.
What? Oh, no grilled cheese? Yeah.
We might have done that somewhere else before too.
Alaska Airlines.
Okay.
Yep, which is why now we're like, just take it. Anytime we're going to Alaska Airlines.
How do you make grilled cheese?
We prep them before we go. You guys butter them and prep them with American cheese and a little mozzarella cheese, and then you wrap them in cellophane. And we have a griddle up there, and so then we bring them cold, and then we just throw them on the griddle. The problem is they take about 8 minutes, so they can be yeah, very much a pain in the ass in the middle of a service sometimes. One brisket, one chicken. You got the wings, you got the side of fries working. Okay, well, go ahead and call whatever that brisket mac and lemonade is, though. Might be one. You're just gonna, sorry, you're just gonna have to,
Oh, it does. It's one. But
yeah.
there's numbers underneath it.
You want to finish this one up for me? Both onions, side of each one, yep. And he's gonna get this cookie along with it, and a lemonade.
On the side of fries, you said it comes in packets of ketchup and a barbecue sauce?
Yes, sir. Okay, that's the side of fries?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Only thing is a smaller box.
Small box.
Yep.
Okay.
So, I will leave them. Call it their day. That one's mine. You're close with those wings. And then I got one of each soul bowl ready. Look, you can go ahead and call 3, my dear. This one is, let's see, that's chicken. Brisket. That smells good. Chicken brisket. Yep, you can throw the rest in there. Everything else in there. Wings and side of fries. This is the side of fries here. Is it warm under there? Okay, you got your lemonade, It's gonna be this cookie and then your brisket fries. Need it for that cheese pull.
Oh, another brisket.
Beautiful. Yeah, those are the only ones I don't get eat up. Thank you, Sky. Yeah, if you get any questions on anything too food truck related, pretty much anything related, Sky can help out with that too. She's pretty much cross-trained on everything now. Warm underneath, that's your brisket fry. And after that, you can sell that one. That's number...
This one, I put the word sauce.
Yep, both of them on that one, and both onions.
I went to Jimmy Max yesterday for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't worked there in years.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody there was the same stuff that I worked with. Like,
Yeah, no joke.
That is crazy.
Wow, that's unrare. I mean, that's not super rare nowadays.
A little tiny. A lot of them knew you. I tell them I was working at,
Oh,
they all
okay.
knew that I was at Red Robin.
Oh, nice.
But
Yeah, that one, yep, one of those, and then you can sell that. It's gonna go with the adult lemonade and a cookie, I believe. Number 4. And honestly, if she's in the middle of stuff, you can just push 4. Just push the number 4 and then hit the bell. Uh-huh. Beautiful. Okay, so at about 10 till, we'll kill the heat on the fryer. So it's like I said, it's the first thing. Usually the last thing we're waiting on when we're ready to go is the oil. And we come out here probably once, maybe once every couple of months. But that's the brisket mac and cheese. You guys enjoy that. You're very welcome. Thanks, guys. Yeah.
What's the channel name?
At Action Sports Bar. Yep. Yes, indeed. Thanks, guys. You have a good one too. Okay. All right. Well, I think they're happy. We made some fans there. They're probably gonna follow you on TikTok, there, Sky.
Yay!
That's what the youngsters like. Whoa. This is not our spoon, but we will take it. Like to keep it clean around here.
Wash away, and I'm waiting in your
Some kids took their dirt bikes over here, but we already finished service. But luckily we had an extra brisket mac and cheese, so good turnout. 1,000 in sales. That's a good number to hit, I think. Bringing that smoke enhanced bar food out here to them. I got a new kitchen guy. This is Ruben's first shift on the food truck. First time doing all of our prep. First time doing a service. First time cleaning it up. Say what's up, y'all. Yeah. Okay. How we doing?
I'm good.
Okay.
You want me to leave before you guys?
Yeah, you can. Whenever. I think you can jam whenever you feel like you're ready. Yeah. And we'll get a quick unload on everything. And get some money done and we'll get done.
Alright.
Alright, good work, madam. Drive safe. Yeah.
I will.
Yeah. Okay, see you in a minute.
Bye.
Bye. Okay. Oh, here you go, Sky Boo. Okay. All right. Next thing we're gonna do back here is you can grab that oil and bring that up towards here. Actually, these are gonna go back in because these are the, whew, bang. We'll throw these fuckers down here. Blow this guy out. And then on all 3 of the gaskets, everything to off. Over here, same with the prior. Sweet. And then
What about this one? You want to do this?
you can, that's fine like that. It should be fine. We shouldn't have too much splooshin. Okay, so what we want to do is, now that everything is in here and pretty well good, you saw how I pinned it in earlier. You're gonna pull the oil out first, and then you're gonna pin it in with one of these boxes. And this one's fine. Yeah, this one, so usually how I do it is when you're the hot person put awayer, try to put your stuff mostly over here because it's going to be dirty dishes and stuff we can pull off right away. All this stuff is going to be from this guy, is going to go from the freezer up. He's going to put all of his stuff when you're in this spot right here. That's perfect for that. This guy's done this a million times, so this looks good. I'll leave you that one so you can pin in whatever is left, and then what will happen is you'll work your way out. The last thing you'll do is the oil, and then you'll exit out this way. The person up front will exit out front. This oil right here is gonna go inside of that oil bin when we're all done. And then this guy right here is gonna fit in here. Okay, this guy will go in there. This is the other thing that we can do. This hooks right here, and we'll go right here. Just another foolproof, that's that one. This one usually actually goes on the inside, and then it would go across there. That's how that would usually go, but this is fine. Okay. And then these, can we combine without, because I'd like to reuse the bag if I can. So if we can just empty in, and then we'll take this one. And those two, we can just, you can put them back together again, and we'll reuse them, because I probably will bring the truck out tomorrow as well. Okay, so let me show you the oil real quick. Is this one you, or are you taking this one?
That one's
Sky? Okay, you can put that, we can dump that one. Okay, so oil, pretty easy. Now the oil is still hot, clearly, but the fact that we have some oil in here that's cold already is gonna help our cause out a little bit. If it went in piping hot, it could easily warp this Cambro. I go right into the middle, and that keeps it from getting blazing hot. Like if you felt it to the touch right now, it feels lukewarm. I won't go higher than that lip, because then it could be too hot, and that's why we have 2 of them. So we don't have to do that. And that, you just go ahead and cover that one up, and in she goes. So same thing again, once I'm under the grates, I'm pretty much good now. Okay. Drip, drip, drip. Bingo. Perfect. Thank you, sir. And you already know. And it's got a little spot for itself in there. Oh.
None of ours have a little spot on it.
Yeah, it's funny.
Rolls around in our front.
Yeah, I didn't realize that ours had one for the longest time. And then I was like, oh, look at that. What a novel fucking idea, huh? Okay, so the oil's good, which is usually our last thing in. So now you can just kind of, like I said, load yourself back. Wherever like I said, I usually put the oil and the
wall or the basket?
both of them should be against the wall, really, is what it will wind up doing.
So this goes
Yup. Beautiful. And And so this one will pull this bag. This will be the one we actually dump out. There you go. Bingo. Beautiful. And so then this guy, yep, nice and flat up against either side. And then I give it one more seal when it's on there. Just like that. You worked yourself out. Yep, so then I always test, can I open it? No, I can't. So whatever is in there, even if it slides, it's probably not gonna open up the door and dump everywhere. Like has happened to us our first months of having it. Okay, get the music going. And that's about where we wanna be. It should be about 20, 30 minutes tops to load out and load in. 20 minutes, so that's what we're looking for.
When we get back, we just empty.
So we're gonna bring everything inside, and everything that we serve today is gonna go into the cooler. Unless it's one of those times where they don't have much meat out there already, like if they were doing tacos and they were running low, then we just would replenish them with our meat, because our meat is all still hot. Everything else is gonna go in the cooler. Not completely sealed. If it's been hot, it has to have a crack in it so it can the steam can come out. And if it's already cold, then obviously we'll just put a day dot on it and put it in the cooler. So Sky will hop on and she'll help you load up the cart, and it'll be like get everything off the cart, and then one person will just stay on the truck and we'll give everything a kitchen wipe down like you would at the end of the day. We do deep cleaning for the truck where we pull all the mats and we spray the whole thing down and it's like squeegee, and so we do that, but that's not what we do after a typical service. We just clean it back to normal, and then we do our deep cleaning when we do our deep cleaning. Should be 45 minutes. Usually is about how long that takes. And then total, actually me and Sky knock it out sometimes in like 15-20 minutes, so it just depends. But really it's mostly unloading. And then what I do is I tell all the guys, because I don't keep tips on these usually, so I tell the guys that you guys should tip out the kitchen guys for the help that they're going to give you, because they're going to be the ones doing all these dishes that we're bringing in. They're all used to doing it, and so when we do it on your shift, just know this is how it goes. It's, like I said, it's all on the same team. We're going to drop dishes. We're never going to do it right at close, or I'm never going to ask you to do anything that's outside of your scope of your job. So we'll drop it, we'll tip a little something, I'll do all the money, and then I'll bring you guys your tips out. And then when we're done, you head on home, and then I take the truck back to storage or whatever the hell I'm doing with it tomorrow. I'm probably gonna take it out, so it'll be my commuter car tonight, and I'll just take it home. And yeah, and then that'll be it. And then tomorrow is what, Thursday? Yes. Whatever, Jill's got you scheduled on there is what we're rocking with. All right.
So usually I do pro tips, and they typically are more for the operators and more for the managers. I don't know why that is, but I feel like that's what I do. So this pro tip is really more for the staff and support team members. I mean, it's good for the business owners too, but the pro tip is be coachable. Be coachable. Be the type of person who can be taught something. Be the type of person who can learn something new. Be the type of person who's not satisfied with what you already know in your job. be the type of person who is always wanting to do and learn more about their business. And I say that not just for the benefit of your business owners and your managers, who will absolutely love you for it, but I'm saying it for the benefit of yourself. And whatever you do, it is in your best interest to be the best at it. And being the best at whatever your profession is isn't something you get to just boast about and say, well, I'm the best server, I'm the best cook, I'm the best bartender. It's something that your work has to actually support. You have to know how to do more than just one thing. You have to be able to be versatile. Not only that, you have to be the type of person who understands that you don't know everything yet and you need to learn and do more. This video is a perfect example of that. Ruben is one of the new team members, one of the team members we have that is very coachable. He's willing and eager to see how things are done and just emulate and do what is done. And that's a big reason why he's killing it right now. When I look around the staff, between the 20 people we employ, the very best people are the people who have that quality, who can take an assignment, follow the directions being told one time, and without an attitude, without it being like, oh my gosh. They can be corrected, they can be coached up without feeling like, well, I know what the fuck I'm doing, and I've been doing this for 10 years or 12 years or 25 years or 30 years, right? There's a sense within them that they have a lot to learn. And so that pro tip is invaluable for hourly staff. I think it's invaluable for business owners as well too. I'm that same type of person. I am continuously learning in this business, whether it's about being about food truck operations, restaurant operations, bar operations, running in, a corporation, multiple locations, going back to school and taking classes on everything that's related. All of these things are part of enough sense to know that I don't fucking know everything in this business, and to maintain a growing empire, it's going to be necessary for me to keep learning. So that is my pro tip. Keep learning, be coachable, be teachable. The very best leaders were first the very best followers. Matter of fact, you're not going to ever get elevated to being a leader unless you show that you can follow. And that's true in my own life. I was, as a subordinate, I just did what people asked and tried to do it right the first time, and it was successful. So that is my pro tip. Be like Ruben on this. Be like Skylar and Natalie and, so many all-stars that I've had the opportunity to work with, Jill, and people who don't take offense to someone challenging them to get better at what they do. Because if you're going to be in this business and you're going to be on my team, I'm going to push you to get better. If you still serve at the same speed, you still clear tables at the same speed, you still greet people the same shitty way, you still have the same funky attitude that you had 2-3 years ago, then that's not growth. And I'm going to call it what it is, because I've had the fortunate experience to work with some amazing bartenders, not just the staff I have now, but, Vegas folks, Tanya and Michelle, and, a lot of people over the years have had an influence on what I consider, awesome. My standard of awesome is not the same as somebody who's like only bartended in a beer and whiskey bar their whole life. No knock against it. I love a good beer and whiskey bar, but, unless you've seen people handle, $10,000 nightclub nights in 3-4 hours, and seeing how crazy pool parties can get during concerts, and seeing a cocktail server who can do, $6,000 sales by herself, then you kind of don't have a reference for what's pretty amazing in this industry. So, long pro tip, but that's my pro tip. be coachable, be teachable in life. You'll get a lot further, and it won't go unrecognized.